Chasing Tales, Episode 20. Chaos Awaits.
Welcome back to Chasing Tales. When last we left, there was romance in the air, but a dark cloud has moved in. Can they survive the rain? And what about our angels? Has their bill come due?
Pink sat sipping coffee, missing Sin's cake. It had been busy here, getting her business in order. The silence from Haven meant the plan was working. The rescue triggered the lockdown, as expected. No doubt the boys are in trouble. She was sorry about it. She'd make it up to them. She was trusting Metatron to keep things under control.
Sarah, I don't know if we're ready for marriage just yet, but I do feel good about it, and about you.
Don't make me wait too long now, Shug, for your mama's sake.
Kate looked at Pink again. She shrugged. Pink found she was preoccupied by her thoughts of home, of Aislinn and the boys. She was worried about the plan, worried that it wasn't fair or right to do it. However, to get where she was going, she needed to take the required karma hit. It had to be this way, though she regretted it. She needed to talk to Metatron and Lucy, but both were out of her reach at the moment. Pink stood and stretched. She opened the window near her. She placed a small gold coin on the ledge outside the open window. Pink stood for a while waiting. She watched Kate and Kevin talk about crochet. She smiled as Will gestured wildly. He was dreaming big for Sarah about how their life would be. When she turned back to face the window, the coin was gone, but there was a little package wrapped in red silk. Pink put it in her pocket and pulled away from the window. She gave everyone a kiss or a hug and carried Kevin away with her.
Pink, why are you pushing things with Will and Sarah?
I don't know what you mean. I haven't done anything.
Don't think I didn't see you and Kate talking. What about the bit at the window?
You got a sharp mind on you, kid. Careful you don't cut yourself.
Yeah, alright.
Kate asked me to set Will up with someone soon. So there was a chance she might see him married before, well, you know.
Has she started feeling sick again?
Yes.
But if Will is busy with Sarah, doesn't that leave Kate alone when she needs him?
We'll have to make sure that she isn't, eh, Kevin?
Pink and Kevin walked back into the club. Jack was there just getting around, pulling chairs down. They grabbed some chairs and soon they had the room set up for the Monday crowd.
Jack, can I talk to you in the office for a minute?
Sure thing, Pink.
Kevin, I'll be right back.
I'll be here.
Once the door was closed, Pink walked over to the roller desk in the corner. In 20 years, Jack had never seen it open. He leaned casually on the desk, trying to see more, without appearing to be that interested.
Jack, this is the key to this desk.
She handed him a skeleton key with a fishtail. She pulled out the packet and handed it to him.
In this drawer is Plan B.
What was Plan A and why do we need a Plan B?
Plan A was to get my new body by way of Will and Sarah. But I worry that if I give him the choice, he'll say no. If he does, this is the fallback plan. The alternative will for the club.
What change it?
The trust will go to Will and Sarah, whatever they go on to do. You'll get everything else until I get back.
How will I know it's you? Won't you be wearing a different body?
Yes, the details are in the packet. Don't be afraid to test me.
Okay. So, some light reading, I guess? And if I have questions?
We have 12 months for questions, Jack.
That soon.
And we have a lot to do in the meantime.
In Haven, Aislinn, Otto, Sin, Mystra, and Captain Dan stood in line in attention as Metatron paced wordlessly before them. She would stop and raise her eyes to the sky, no doubt hearing God's input.
Gentlemen, will one of you care to explain to me how you thought it would be a good idea to make a rescue without submitting paperwork, or why you committed it in an insecure location? Mystra, Dan, Otto, and Sin, you all know better. Aislinn, I can see that you are not ready. You have potential, but I expected results much sooner. That's why I'm reassigning you.
Yes, ma'am.
Aislinn felt like he'd been shot. It was as if all his suspicions had come true. He wasn't cut out for it after all.
Ma'am?
Yes,
I just bonded to Pink, and now I'm being fired?
not fired. Now we have time to properly train you.
And what will she do?
Pink is going on a special mission, one she will have to do alone. In the meantime, We will turn you into the best G-Class angel she's ever seen and get you back together as soon as we can.
Will I get to see her before I go?
Well, of course. Dan, you are now Aislin's big brother. He will do everything you do until he understands the assignment.
Yes, ma'am.
As for the rest of you, Mistra, I'm placing you under Ceros for now to remind you of your place.
Mistra makes a disgruntled face and shifts his feet.
Yes, ma'am.
Cinnato, we will have to discuss your karma in private. I will see you back at the bakery.
Otto and Sin hang their heads.
Yes, ma'am.
Ace and Dan wander back to the barracks. Sin and Otto back to the bakery, and Mistra back to a viewing room, a stripe missing from his blue uniform. Suros eyes him, almost too happy about this decision. Kevin stands leaning against the crack in the door with a Manhattan glass up to the wall trying to hear. Pink comes out of the office, and Kevin jumps.
So, Pink, tell me about this plan of yours. What's going on? What happens in a year?
I'm sorry, Kevin, I can't.
Oh, how come?
Pink wrote on a slip of paper, Ressa. He read it and crumpled it up and put it in the trash.
So, what are you doing with your afternoon?
Spending it with you if you're free.
Ah, just what I was hoping you would say.
Jack, we're going back to my place if you need me. And for Pete's sake, take a day off and go home.
Jack mumbles from behind the door. Pink and Kevin walk out. In the Hells, Paul and Ressa sit in her apartment.
I just don't understand it, Paul.
He grinned to himself. Finally, he had her talking.
I've been with her on nearly every adventure, and now, at a pivot point, she's not including me. What is she doing? What did I do wrong?
Well, you did just kill a boyfriend. Maybe she's just plotting her revenge.
No, she's not like that. She knew he would have died in her arms. Later, anyway. Or in his sleep.
You're right. You would be a waste of effort. She'd probably just kill you outright. You just need some time away from her.
You think?
Definitely. Most of what she's up to is getting that new body set up. Why, she called in the sisters.
What? What's wrong with her? All her little birdie friends in heaven. If it's infernal you want, why not ask me for help?
Ressa slapped her hand over her mouth.
Oh, hells. What did I just tell him?
Feelings, is it, Ressa? Feelings from the one who caused the harvest of thousands of souls with the worst plague in human history. The one who got a king decapitated. The one who set London ablaze. Is this you? What has she done to you?
I don't know.
You've been in a circle of influence long enough.
Ressa bows her head, for the first time uncertain of what to do. Pink and Kevin sit in her place having a drink. Pink lights up a roll-up and thinks how she misses the infernal she bought last. She fiddled in her pocket with the tiny package and the other 2 gold coins. After some pensive silence, Kevin speaks.
So what happened after Turnkey dumped you into the water?
I came to him once more.
Pink smoothly glided through the water and came up on a water spout to the bull's head and waited for Turnkey to take a smoke break. Unviewed from this angle, she leaned back and listened to the sailors on the deck and in the rigging. Soon, footsteps came close and down the ladder. It wasn't Turnkey. It was the captain.
I thought I'd find you here. You killed your mate Turnkey, by the way.
He handed the shell back she had given him.
Oh.
I told you to stay away.
Pink took the time to reattach the shell to her wrap and hide her tears from him. He reached down and lifted her face to him. He gently wiped her tears away.
You don't belong out here alone. Come join us. I'll find you a place to settle down. Be a real human.
You can do that?
Of course I can.
But how?
I'm more than I appear, and I'm more than you can handle. I'm not a man to be trifled with.
No, I don't think I can.
But legs, Pink. You can be human again.
No, thank you. I'll sort this out myself.
With that, she rolled off and into the water and swam away. Sin and Otto sat at the table on the porch at the bakery.
What do you think she will tell us?
Orkanuma can't be good if Metrotown is coming to visit privately.
At his word, she appeared. She held a judgment clock. Its tiny black and white marble peacefully landed in the middle, all black on one side of the line, and white on the other. A perfect balance. She spun the marble along the top edge of the small funnel that led to the landing pad. They sat quietly, waiting in terror as the ball spun round and round, and down to the bottom.
Black over white. I'm sorry, Sin. I'm gonna have to deport you and Otto back to hell.
What is Pink up to? What will Pole do with this information? Will Turn's boys finally get Sin to themselves? Stay tuned for the next episode of Chasing Tales. Episode 21, Nudge.